So now we're going to talk mainly about extensors of the hand. The first one right over here is the extensor carpi radialis longus. So you can see how it's going to be going to the lateral side, so the radius. It's going to originate on the lateral side of the humerus up there, and it's going to insert on metacarpal 2. Action is going to be extension and abduction at wrist, so ABD. Next one, this little muscle right over here is the extensor carpi radialis brevis. So you can see how the brevis is smaller than the longus. It's going to originate on the lateral side of the humerus, and it's going to insert on metacarpal 3. So the longus inserts on metacarpal 2, but the brevis inserts on metacarpal 3, and it's going to do the same thing, extension and abduction at wrist. So extensor carpi radialis longus and extensor carpi radialis brevis have the same action. The next one is this muscle right over here. It's called the Extensor Digitorum. It's going to originate on the lateral side of the humerus, and it's going to insert on phalanges 2 through 5 on the posterior side. So therefore, if it's on the posterior side, it's going to cause extension at the fingers because it's going to be inserting on the phalanges, and also here at the wrist. Next one is the one with the cutest little name, which is called Extensor Digitorum, which is going to originate on the lateral epicondyle of the humerus, and it's going to insert on your pinky. That's why it's called digitorum, because minimi for small. So it's going to insert on the posterior side of phalanx number 5. In terms of action, it's going to cause extension at joints of the 5th digit, which is the pinky, and also cause extension at the wrist, right over here. Next one, we go in order, right over here, extensor carpi ulnaris. So now we're on the other side, so we're on the medial side, close to the ulna. So extensor carpi ulnaris. It's going to originate on the lateral part of the, or on the lateral epicondyle of the humerus, and it's also going to insert on the 5th metacarpal, so the metacarpal that belongs to the pinky, and it's going to cause extension and adduction at the wrist. So remember, if you're on the ulna, it causes adduction, so it brings it closer to the body. The next one, we have to remove these muscles so we can see them underneath. And these are going, all of them are going to go to your thumb. So if they're all going to your thumb, they have pollices, the term pollices on them. The first one, this one right over here, is the abductor pollicis longus. So like the name says, it's going to cause abduction at joints of the thumb and the wrist, so ABD, moving it further away from the body. It's going to originate on the ulna and radius, and it's going to insert on your metacarpal 1 and also the trapezium. The next one is called extensor pollicis brevis, which is this one right over here. So it's gonna, you can follow it all the way to the thumb. So extensor pollicis brevis is going to originate on the radius, insert on the thumb, and therefore it's going to cause extension at joints of thumb and abduction at wrist, so ABD. And so is the next muscle, which is this one right over here, which you could also follow it all the way to the thumb. So it's going to have the same function as the extensor pollicis brevis, but instead of, and it's also going to insert on the thumb, but instead of originating on the radius, like the extensor pollicis brevis, it's going to originate on the ulna. And the last structure, which is this band of collagen membrane right over here, which is the extensor retinaculum of the hand. So it's going to hold the tendons over here of these muscles.